Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be for you. And welcome back to another Dayz hardcore one life challenge. And I've got to be honest, I'm not completely enamored with what I'm seeing here. Roy's got a dodgy hand, needs some sleep, freezing to death. Tells me we need a fire. We've got the cooking pot of dreams. So, hydration is not an issue. Let me just double check what meds we've got. It'd be easier to say what meds we haven't got. Quickly have a whip around the hunting stand. What's this? Oh, it's one of those stupid masks. Okay. I think it would be prudent to get a fire. Are we in dirty Solnichniy? Yes, we are. Yes. Let's settle down for a quick fire then, shall we? Ease Roy into today. I mean, it would probably be prudent to check the well. Check the well. Probably have a little sip, but we've got a full cooking pot of water. No need. Get on top of the sleep and get on top of a heat buff, I think, before we consider moving on. Where do we go, though? Do we go inland? I mean, this could be a criminal decision in terms of putting Roy under too much stress. I feel like we need to get a fire, though. Get on top of things. Have I got a way of starting a fire first? Right, we can get bark. The hand drill kit takes 17 years, but that's okay. We can do these things. What's the state of the gloves? Badly damaged. That's not good. You can't get branches with a screwdriver, which is a bit weird. You can, however, get bark. So we've got to go through the palaver of getting a 10-minute drill kit to work, but I think it'll be worth it. I think catching up on the sleep, getting that up to white anyway, only white chunks, we're not going to go crazy. Alright, so let's put that in. Come on, bro. Put that in there. We're going to have to probably sacrifice a use on the gloves to get a long stick. Maybe. No, I think we'll be okay with this one long stick. I don't think we need two because it tends to burn slower on this server. Everything is slower. And I know we're up to light blue now and we're not dying of the cold, but we need that buff to be able to sleep quicker. We don't need all those in there. Ah, yeah, we only get 2 sticks. So we are going to have to get another long stick. Okay, it is what it is. I really hope the gloves don't ruin it. And if they do, we're going to pray for some new surgical gloves over there after we get the buff. And we get slept up. I don't think we've got a lockpick, have we? So we're going to have to keep a real good listen out in case anybody wants to jump on Roy. I saw that the DZM Discord now has a leaderboard saying how long people have been alive for. Couldn't see myself on the leaderboard, and there were people who were on the leaderboard who've only been alive like 20 minutes. So yeah, disappointing. Might have to have a word. Might have to get in touch. Now what have I done wrong here now? Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please put your answers on a postcard as to why we haven't got the prompt. Oh my god, am I tripping? We're on. Oh my god. Okay, if the powers that be could pay attention, please, and edit that bit out. Thank you very much. Thankfully, the running man's has put me in touch with his personal editor. And, yeah, we can ignore that bit. Like it never even happened. This is an issue. We've got these as backup raggedy rags. Can I put these on the floor to dry them? We should try and keep on top of Roy's health, even though we've got the cold medication to get rid of a little touch of a cold. I fancy going inland from here. We've been hugging the coast pretty much the whole life, haven't we? I fancy going to Delina. I feel like Staroi military would be the end of him. But maybe we could skip around that and maybe even head to Shakovka. Just one of those little towns, Dolina, Shakovka, that maybe people aren't looting and we may be able to get something for growing some plants, vegetables. I don't know. If we want to lay down a foundation, I don't even know if we want to do that anymore. Maybe it'll be more fun to wing it, town to town, trying to find a way to fish, catch a couple of fish, move on to the next town. I just think the big military areas are going to be the end of our boy Roy if we get too complacent. He's doing okay so far, but he is a little bit hand to mouth because he's running out. I think I've only got one badly damaged fishing hook, so we are going to have to do some bin dipping, hoping to find an empty tin. Let's confirm. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, it's ruined. It's now ruined, the hook. So we've actually got no way of fishing. So maybe going inland and hoping to get an animal with the crossbow could be a little tactic as well. We should have the buff soon, and then we can take a little sleep. The beauty of this being a video is you guys can fast forward the sleep a bit if you want. Should only take a couple of minutes. Put the cape on, bro. Take the shoes off. Take the damp cape off and the damp pressy. See if we can get those dried in front of what's left of the fire as we put Roy into sleep mode. As we've not quite got the plus yet. So we've only got 2 arrows up on the sleep. I want to get it to white chunked plus a little bit more so that we've got no danger of hitting red for the rest of this episode. Check the medical. It's going to be really annoying having to fight zombies with the cooking pot in our hand, but I think it's essential. Now we've got 3 arrows on the sleep because we've got the heat buff. That's great. I can't believe I only realised that about 2 months ago. However long we've been playing in 10s, probably well over a year, well over a year, nearly 18 months we've been playing in 10s. And it's only quite recent that I realised the sleep goes up quicker when you've got the plus. Even with the fast sleep perk activated, I believe, if we even have. No, I've got Iron Mind on this one. Okay, so it really is imperative to have the buff if you want the sleep to regenerate as quick as possible. I hope nobody runs up on us now when we've got this fire. It's a very low pop at the moment. 2 or 3 other people on. It would be just my luck that we get shanked up while we're sleeping. I think the crossbow of dreams would put a pig down. There is a possibility of a pig spawn in Dolina. After that, then I'm struggling to think of an animal spawn other than there is potentially the potential for goats in the little farm down the road from Delina. If you ignore the dirt path up to Staroi military where the convoy can spawn and you just keep going in a straight line, maybe we go that way towards Shakovka. Then we can check for a possible goat spawn at the farm. We've got to do some serious bin dipping around Solnichniy first. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. And Delina. This is all probably going to be future Roy problems. Still haven't hit white chunked. He must have been quite low down in the yellow sleep for it not to have hit white chunked already with the plus. Come on, Roy. We'll wait for the fire to go out and then maybe we just move, even if it's still yellow. I don't think it will be. This buff will be retained at 100% whilst there's a fire. It will only start dropping once the fire goes out and starts losing its top heat. So I don't want to waste time of the plus I want that plus to be on me for as long as possible while we're mooching around Solnichniy. Come on, Royston. You gotta be power napping quicker than this, son. Obviously that metabolism is kicking in, that food apple that's beautifully white at the moment, white chunks. Only one downward arrow. But it's still a downward arrow, and we haven't, at the moment, got the ability to eat anything. So it is a little bit panicking Skywalker. Not complete. Not complete panicking. Maybe just like little panicking Skywalker from the Phantom Menace. We're not quite yet. I hate you! Not quite yet. That panicking. God, the sleep though, bro. I know I didn't choose the fast sleep perk. Maybe we would have seen real double benefits from having the fast sleep perk and the plus. Now we've just got the plus buff on the sleeping. There we go. Finally. He hits white. It's going to go straight down to yellow very, 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 very quickly. Oh, right. What am I doing? Look at that. As soon as I put that in there, they're going to go damp because it's got water in it. So I'm an absolute clown. The shoes, nothing. The cape, the jacket, the bag, the pants, the pot of dreams. Now. What I don't want to do is go past any blatant dog houses and then get dog's abuse. I know where there's a couple on the other side of Solnich. And we are on the clock in terms of keeping the buff and that. That's what I said earlier. Oh, look at that. We've hit the 20s. Athletics. What a champion. First perk in the 20s, and it's athleticism. No surprise there, Ross. Ross is going to love that. He's even getting backseated in the name shoutouts. Backseat name shoutout for Ross there. Hope you like that one. Old Roy. Oh, look at that. Boost it right up. Roy is an athlete. What's this? I think that's a good medication, actually. I think it might even be level 3 pain. And this is a pain, having to do this all the time, but... Well, we haven't got any at the moment, so we'll take it. While we've got the room in this significantly massive first aid kit, we've got to pick stuff up, haven't we? Because you never know when you're going to need it or what you're going to need. Gloves would be a huge win, because bear in mind, we won't be able to go... Oh my god. Oh, can I accommodate... Well, the hip pack's reduced to 3 slots anyway, so it's pretty pointless. Any hardcore fruit dropping from the tree? That would be beautiful. No. Let's check the medical. I think the civilian barracks would probably be worth checking. More first aid kits. Empty stuff. Great. Propofol. If we have to put gloves on and go bin dipping or doghouse dipping, sounds like a nightclub in Swansea I once knew, then we're going to be in trouble when it comes to overspending, if you like, on our... Because look, we've got the amoxicillin, we've got the topo, but we still haven't got a syringe for our injectable sepsis medication. So we can't afford to get sepsis too many times from bin dipping with fingerless gloves. Is a phrase I never thought I'd say. Just thought, watch the zombies all spawning around us now. Unbelievable. Still no syringe. Oh, there's more oxacillin though, that's good. But when we do get a syringe, can we... Nah, you can't accumulate. Amalgamate. The serum. I should probably save my gloves for the dog houses, but he's gone straight for the first bin he sees. He's got to give the people what they want. And it's a nil point. on the first bit of bin dipping. Disgrace. Well, they don't normally spawn like that, surely. Oh, we need an undershirt as well, don't we? Keep an eye out for an undershirt. I'm probably walking past dog houses, but I know where there are a guaranteed couple, so I'm going for the guaranteed ones that I know. We're looking for a bone. If we could get a bone, get another hook, we could breathe a little bit more easily. We'll do this side of town first, check the Millie barracks, and then go across to that side of town. We could get gloves in the Millie barracks. That would be awesome. Oh, look at that, they're gone. They're gone. Brother, don't like that. Do I not like that? Our greatest opportunity of getting bones, tins from bins that we can turn into the good stuff, the metal hooks. That's a real body blow to Roy. Ooh, sun's in the eyes there, boy. As we plod over to the civilian barracks. We may have to risk a couple of cuts. How many bandages have we got? Right, we got, say, 2 uses on that. 2 or 3. Oh, wow. Alright, we can make bandages. Our own rag bandages. And then, you know, it is going to hit in. It is going to kick in the sepsis. So, gloves are our new target. Let's check this shed over here. Sometimes these sheds can be very good for working gloves. Somebody leaving plants. A monstera. We've all had a few monsteras in our time. We'll leave the bag. That would have been a nice bag if we didn't already have one. No gloves hanging about the truck. Come on. Tactical gloves. You read the script here first. I'll tell you what we're going to have to do. Does it give us a cut from rummaging cupboards? It shouldn't. No. Because if it's going to drop military loot, it's going to be out of these military cupboards, isn't it? Look at these working boots. They're better than what we've got. 100%. Take them all day long. Anything in the cupboards, Roy? No. Damn it. Alright, over to the other side of town. It's a shame you can't use the rags to make your own finger-tipped gloves. I'm just thinking industrial. You know, do I really want to overlook these sheds when they could be holding the gloves of dreams? We're wasting time, I know, in town. I need to tab in case I miss some hide in here. We've been here before. I remember that wooden table. Let's try and avoid the zombies if we can. We don't want to have to drop the pot and take on too many. Oh, God. Famous last words. Oh, you mother humper. That was just so unnecessary. Like, why, bro? Oh my God, that's not even pain meds. Get with it. Nimisol is pain. Goodness gracious me. And we have a level of medicine increased to level 8. Beautiful. Probably from popping too many pills of the wrong variety. Smashed us in the face with a bottle then or something, didn't he? What a shot. What was that, Madison Bumgardner? What an arm on him. Ah, I thought that was gloves for a second. Tease me, tease me, tease me. Alright, check these couple of sheds and then beeline over that way, and we're going to have to risk the dog houses. Even though we're going to get a cut, subsequent sepsis, probably, which we can deal with on a couple of occasions. Bear in mind a syringe could come out of a bin, so you could catch the thing that you need to cure the sepsis you're going to get for searching the bin, but I think we're going to have to be lucky. The train carriages are pretty good on most servers for working gloves, so it would be a shame not to check them. Who was dropping all the loot around Solnichniy though? That's what I want to know. And why aren't they standing in front of me so we can shoot them with the crossbow? Welding mask. Beautiful. The pound shop Tony Stark. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the episode, live and exclusive from the BBC, it's a slightly irritated and ADHD'd Jimmy Savile. Come on, Jim, let me fix it for you to be rendered unconscious, son. Or dead. How'd you like that? Now then, now then, now then. Woo! Hop on over the fence, check the shop, and we're going towards a couple of dog houses of dreams. We've got an undershirt, folks. Folks, the most beautiful undershirt I've ever seen. Facts. Here we go. This is probably the first cut we're going to get. Let's hope it's not the deepest. Guaranteed cut? Oh, hang on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Maybe it's only the metal bins you get the cuts on. That would make sense, I suppose. Alright, a little bit more encouraging that we can search these with tipless gloves. Back-to-back failures. Oh my god. That's 3 dog houses in a row that have said nope. Alright. Suit yourself. I preferred it in Delina anyway. Solnichniy. Let's hit the industrial part of Delina, which could be tricky. It could be... It's either going to be completely free of zombies, you know the score with this server, or there's going to be like 7,000 zombies there. So let's see. Because the industrial up here could be a good shout for some proper gloves. Proper bow. We've got to maintain a little trot, because calories are at a premium now when we haven't actually got any reserve food or ways to catch it. And you know what the fishing's like sometimes on this server. Even one badly damaged hook will not guarantee anything. I would probably stop to fish immediately that we got a hook, because if it fails, I know then what to do. I've got to carry on looking for hooks. Instead of like building up 3 hooks and then them all failing, and we've used all our gloves, all our energy, we've skipped past all the bins. We need to know what to do. A little bit foggy in the distance. I've still got to mess with my rendering distances. Bammers is going to help me out with that. Probably sometime next week. When we get around to doing it, we should get better distance rendering. But a lot of the time, the trees in the distance at the top, when they look white, it's because of the fog or the mist interfering. Because the up-close stuff looks okay. It's just stuff in the distance can look a bit crazy. Alright, this shed's been very good to me in the past. IJs and the like, but now we've got a very, very bright bag. Only 30 slots, which is no good, because we're filled up to the brim. Horrific colour, but it was in better condition than this bag, so I'd have taken it if it was at least the same capacity. Oh, we have to check, you never know. check the garages. I gotta go past you, Ben, I'm afraid. It just pains me to do it. More boots. Are they pristine, though? Yeah. Pristine boots. Woo! Go on, Roy. Treat yourself, son. Get down Clark's. Cost not an issue. You gonna trick me? Yeah, you're gonna try. Unlucky. Oh my god. Don't know what that guy was doing back there. He done me a favour there. Oops. He totally changed his course. I don't know if you noticed that. Totally changed his course. I mean, do we go down the road of searching the zombies? We've got gloves and a mask on, so we shouldn't get sick. While they're in a little group like this, we'll do it. Lucky we didn't take any pain or damage there. Wellies on the zombie, right? Is it only clothing now? Potential for clothing? Clothing that we need, to be honest, though. Because at some point, we're going to go through our bandages by getting cuts. Because we're going to get desperate and have to binge it with the fingerless gloves. Oh, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to empty this mag. We're going to take 1 or 2 shots of 5.56, 3. Well, we don't need that, for God's sake. We are going to need rags far more. Seriously. Far more necessary to prioritize that way. So at least we've got 6 to 12 rags that we can disinfect with the alcohol that we've got eventually. And, well, we got 7. We haven't got any anywhere else, have we? No, alright. Start. I'm not going to go crazy. If we get to the point where we've worked through our bandage, we're starving, we have to go through every bin we see, then we're going to have like a stack of 12 disinfected ready. Oh, you missed, son. Oh. And there is a bleed we could do without, see? Criminal. Criminal waste of a use of a bandage. Guy trying to come out to attack us here. See how it's annoying it is to drop the cooking pot? Did I say guy? Sorry, Granny. I apologise. And who's this now? Good God. Steve Backley, ladies and gentlemen. Mother of Jesus. I feel like it's just such a good item to have, though, the cooking pot. This is a working truck, ladies and gents, which needs a battery. Oh, wow. Look at that. Motor oil. Sports bag. 40 slots. Now, that does go on my back, like that. 4 more slots than this bag. No slots across the top. Nothing, not even for the glow stick. This is gonna... I might regret this. I might not be able to do it. No, I can't. Okay. That's made my decision easier. And it's probably for the best. I got a little bit carried away there with the 4 extra slots. Have your bag back. Has it got all its wheels? Yeah. Oh my God. And it's got fuel. Just hasn't got a battery. I'm not tripping now, am I? You no spark plug on a truck. You only need a battery. Ah, right. Double wheel at the back missing. That's going to be an issue. Interesting, though. That would have been the mobile home of dreams for Roy. Oh, shit. Stylish shirt. You know how Roy rolls. He's a man of style. Let's go and check this little industrial unit by here. Then we'll go up to the mustache, check the toilet block behind it, and then we're going to have to head towards the next row of houses and start hitting up some dog houses, etc. Get looting up towards Delina. And if we hit Yellow Apple, that's when I'm going to have to start considering bin dipping without the correct gloves. The perils that Roy is having to go through, the life choices he's going to have to make. To dip or not to dip. Look at that. Car parts, trucks lying everywhere. The temptation. That would just be so cool, wouldn't it, to have a truck. Take the battery out, log off with, say, double wheel in your hands. We've got to have a look at the statistics as well. Skill tree when we get in the mustache. But to have all that inventory space at the back and just stash it somewhere every evening. Woo. Roy would be living the dream. The feathers are a bit excessive. I'm looking at you again, Ross, in the comments. I'm feeling like they'd be the first things to go. Solar panel, ladies and gentlemen. A solar panel. Oh no, our seeds are gone. Tell me it isn't so. Another tip I had was put all your good stuff in your backpack that you don't want to get ruined by those Achavi zombies. Look at the state of this. But I quite like it. It's fantastic. Get your base powered up by solar energy. Good for the environment as well. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're log arms now. We can carry the heavy objects. Woo! Get on the juice. Not talking OJ. A little bit of a hike up to the next block of houses. The further inland we go, we haven't got a radio, have we? Pretty sure we haven't got a radio, no. Seems like there might be radio missions available, so that would be cool. If we could get in and out of Delina PD to get a radio with a battery, that'd be excellent. Just have that choice to listen in. See if we can communicate with the other survivors, maybe. A little bit of a trek up here, but then we're further inland. The lesser road travelled, that's what I'm thinking. Are we going to get slightly better loot? Slightly better loot drops, if you like, loot economy. Because we dare to venture, he who dares, Rodney. Or are we just going to get absolutely waxed? I have to have a word with, what's his name? Sebastian? Sebastian? About me not being in the leaderboard. It's great. It should be at least mid-table for this Roy run, looking at some of the scores for how many hours people have survived. Like, bruh. Alright, here we go. Sepsis, hold tight. We've got to go through our first amoxivan, or toppling, whatever you call it. Absolute disgrace. Let's get rid of this red symbol. I don't want to look at it. It's actually got our immunity up to 11. More poisoning resistance, which is good. Food poisoning. Removed from the body faster. So if we had to go down the route of rotten food, it would potentially get out of our... Well, it will get out of our system faster than if we hadn't had that perk. Oh, shit. just don't think we're going to get within 25 meters of a deer. They've been bolting particularly quick on every server I've played since a couple of updates ago. Unless you've got like a CR rifle BK-18, you can almost forget about it. Roy, stop now. You'll have me blushing with your athleticism. Look at those calves, boy. The Jack Grealish calves on Roy. Gotta loot. We just can't walk past. Ugh, gotta walk past the bin though, because we're down to our last dose of sepsis. Terrible life decision to have to make, to ignore a bin that's crying out to be dipped. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Osama. I've got to move on. Osama bin dipping. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is good. This is a nice find. A little top up of the alcohol because, you know, the fact is you can bandage with a disinfected bandage, which I just did back there, and it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're not going to get sepsis. It just means, is there a slight reduction of chance, if that makes sense? Oh, that's pristine. I gotta leave that on. I still, to this day, he's been playing Siberia for 18 months. He still doesn't know what's the, you know, can you reduce the chance of getting sepsis by using a disinfected bandage? I don't think you can. The only reason you want it disinfected is you don't want a wound infection to go on top of the potential sepsis. That's the only reason I was thinking of collecting the rags. Locked door? What is this? Armor crew? Come on, man. Ooh, a little scarf. It's in better condition than that, isn't it? Yeah. Treat yourself, Roy. Cover that beautiful beard. We're gonna have a look at that in a minute. Come on, man. Come on, man. Roy. Maybe tilt your phones away from your significant other if you're looking at that in detail in your own personal time. Such a handsome Jim. I think you're studying pictures of George Clooney on the internet. Jesus. Oh. Here's another fan. Come on in. I can see you. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Granny. Oh, you bitch. Oh, wow. Got him first time with the small hit. Huh? I ain't searching these. We're digging into my looting time. Not that we're having much success in this little hamlet, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I heard you. See how we approach the zombie then? Because when they come shuffling over like that, they haven't full aggroed on you yet. Ah, look at this one stuck behind the fence. Fuck that one up though. Yeah, that other zombie hadn't full aggroed, so we could wait for him to tilt his head back, scream, and while he's doing that, step in and get the first hit on him. Got a hematoma now as well, and a little bit of sprained wrist. Don't want to know what that's from, Roy. Looking at your George Clooney pictures, probably. God almighty, we've got a very enthusiastic crawler making their way in, making their way downtown. We're gonna have to deal with them. Oh, come on, this is horrific, bro. Forgot I had the crossbow, not gonna lie. What are you doing? You're making too much noise, son. You're embarrassing yourself, your family. Yeah. You have a sleep there. You have a sleep on the bench. Have a think about what you've done. That deer teasing me. Have we got a reasonable butcher in as well? Yeah, 14 hunting on this Siberia. Oh shit! More drop together loot. Side by side like that. Don't like it. Log it out. Log it out. Log it out. Going past mounds of rubbish that could be hiding all sorts of worldly treasures. One man's junk is another man's reason to be thrown out of the leisure centre for staring. Oh shit! The quilted jacket of dreams. It means we would have to accommodate the glow stick there. Oh, we can put it back on there. Absolute muppetto. Our hunting scope's ruined. Now, I should be listening to Trick, see? I'm sure it was Trick who said, put the stuff in here that you don't want to get ruined, you mug. Because they won't slap you in the back, will they? The zombies. Well, unless you're very, very, very stupid. That's a 3, isn't it? So maybe we should put that there. Tactical trousers. We don't need that. We can dig up more. The feathers are going to get slammed in a minute. Like that one. I mean, we ain't going to be building bases, let's be honest. Can't believe they ruined my scope, bro. So they're going to more likely slap me about the ballistic vest, aren't they? And the jacket? The jacket's under the vest, so how is stuff getting ruined in the jacket? We're just going to suck it up and go with the crowbar there and see how it pans out. With it being pristine, at least it's got a bit more life left in it. There we go. I was going to say I haven't seen a doghouse for a while. Might have a sip of water as well. Unbelievable. Might in fact slam it all. I mean, it comes to a point where you've got to use that inventory space. So while I can't put the first aid kit anywhere but the backpack, I haven't got not a lot of room in that backpack to protect my valuables. Comes to the point where we've just got to suck it up, and if we're getting slapped by zombies, which we are quite regularly, we're going to have to just accept things are going to be ruined, you know? We're finding hats and dry bags, dry sacks, no bloody gloves though. This field can sometimes hide a few in the tall grass. We're on the point now of going onto the road to Dolina, past a possible police convoy crash site. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd get excited and then I'd get nervous at the same time. Another doghouse. Roll up. Roll up. It's not 420. It's 420 somewhere. In 20 minutes. Oh, come on, man. Ants. Let's go and check the beige. We'll come back for that shed. There's another shed around the back of that wooden cabin as well. Got a feeling we're on someone's trail, or somebody has got a base slightly inland. But one day Roy is going to come across. Not have to pick up the dry cleaning bill either. Well, it's full of jokes today, Roy. My God. What was this? The land of the amputees before the apocalypse? Not a glove to be seen. What is going on? Severe lack of glovage. Can we avoid this zombie in the field and any other friends he's got without snagging ourselves on the bushes on the way round? Now we're dying of the cold. Really, Roy? We're going to have to get a fire up in Delina. There's a little log cabin just a bit down the road from the rest of the town, which hopefully will be zombie-free. Annoyingly, there's a lot of nice-looking bins and piles of rubbish around said cabin, so it's going to be a complete den of temptation. We can't hotbar the bandage because it's in a container, something that they added after, what was it, 1.24 or was it 1.25? Can't take anything out of a container that is in your inventory, which can be annoying if you're trying to reload a gun and you've put ammo in your cooking pot, so don't do that. No crash, so we haven't got to even weigh up is it worth going for it or not. I do want to cut across to the farm though. I know we're dying of the cold. It should be a relatively slow death, that one. Isn't there a little farm building up here? And again, a question to myself, rhetorically, isn't there a deer stand just up the hill to the left of it, which could hold something good? Really annoying going uphill with this aerobic mod. But if we commit and full send, that's what we're going to do. Is it further along? No, it's there. I knew it was somewhere around here. You never know, we might get working gloves in a farm building. That's maybe where we're going wrong. We need to target a few of them. Where do those padded gloves spawn? Are they a hunting spawn? I don't think of gloves as a hunting stand summer camp spawn. Think of them as just, well, if they're not military gloves, they're going to be industrial areas, aren't they? The working gloves and the like. Well, you can get combat gloves, the black ones in the police stations as well. The woolen gloves, I think, spawn in the PDs. Surprised don't get more in the civilian houses, bearing in mind Chernarus is based on Russia, summer or not. It's going to be winter at some point, isn't it? And we have a jacket. That has 2 more slots. Medium insulation. That one was medium. I mean, we got the grenade slots on there and the ballistic protection, but do you think I care? But we got 2 more slots and it's pristine as opposed to damage. The amount of slaps we're taking from zombies, even when we feel like we're fighting them quote unquote correctly. I feel like we just need to go with the better clothing, and yeah, if we get shot and it, even with the ballistic vest on, we're probably going to be done for, so we've got no way of firing back now other than the crossbow of dreams or nightmares with my aim. So I think we go with the drip, the pristine, and 2 more slots. Quick look here, because I want to use the bridge. I don't want to get my feet unnecessarily wet. There's absolutely sweet FA in there. So let's go back to the bridge and start heading down towards that first cabin. It may be worthwhile getting a fire, getting Roy's sleep up to white chunked again, ready for the attack on Delina, which is probably going to be the full next episode, unless something terrible happens to Roy. And we're not really leaving it on a cliffhanger this week. We haven't had to, like, replace a ruined bag or anything. So the rain starts. Perfect time to get a fire. But what we are doing is we're in a worse position, really. In some points we're in a better condition. The jackets, right? The scarf. For other things, we're in a worse position. We still don't have any fishing hooks. We've got no gloves that cover the fingertips. And we've used one of our only 2 shots of antisepsis meds. Still haven't got a syringe. Like, if I'd done the maths now and I thought, right, search these bins, you might find a fishing hook, you might find a syringe, but you're 100% going to cut your finger. Then there's what, I don't know, 20% chance of sepsis. I'd love to know the figures so I could weigh it up properly. How many bins is it worth going through? The fact we've hit 4 or 5 dog houses and found 0 bones, I wonder whether that's been dialed back a little bit. And I mean, we could get lucky and get a pig spawn or a cow spawn, sheep, goat, something that's easy to ping with the crossbow, a boar. Pretty much creep up on the boar. Sometimes the pig is in the farm, just up there. Wow. Apart from a couple of bits of drip. I'm going to say today has been a bit of a washout on getting lucky with the loot. He's had his moments, Roy, so we can't complain too much. I know we're still dying of the cold, but I feel like I want to get up into the main part of town. Maybe we do a fire in the Jamaican, having searched the farm building there, the barn. This is where the little bin area of dreams is. We're going to have to neglect it. We haven't found the gloves. There's a medical up in Starroy, which could have medical gloves for us. We were unlucky in Solnichniy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bins. Unbelievable. Only know you love them when you let them go. Painful. Oh, another little rubbish pile there. I'm thinking, do this row. Hopefully without antagonizing any zombies. When I say row, I mean 2 houses, a car and a barn, and then get the fire. Get the buff, so we're ready to put Roy into sleep mode. What I'll do is I'll probably end the episode and I'll continue to get Roy up to full sleep, so that when we come back in the next episode, he'll be ready to go without any sleep. Full steam ahead. I don't feel like I searched that house very well then, did I? Am I tripping? Athletics 22, Roy. Dear, 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 dear. Have you been working out, Roy? Have you been working out? Shortness of breath? No. He's giving up the woodbines. Good boy. Check the barn. Nothing in the car. A fully decked fishing rod. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, maybe this little barn at the back would be better. We've neglected that house. I feel like I would have heard a pig by now. God damn it. No gloves anywhere. We'll get the fire going and we'll have a little recap before we end the episode. I can't walk past the toilet block. I just can't do it. Can you do it? Oh, do you know what? Let's stay this side. There's a couple of dog houses on the main road. I can't see a ton of zombies. It's the famous last words. But I feel like it would be a nice end to the episode if we could get a scripted dog bone. What are you saying? Come on, man. water. Oh my god. You son of a... recently discarded by a survivor. Now I know it's glass, so... Wow. That is... Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby. Oh my god. An empty jar of jam. Unbelievable. Where are you? I'll stripe you. Doghouse by there. Behind the bush. What's this? A headband? Go on, Roy. What team is that from? The Dragons, is it? Oh my god. That is sick. First question, why can't you wear that under the helmet? Absolute disgrace. Want the cape over the helmet. Just taking a little bit of edge off the cover. We don't want to go through the bush, bro. Come on! I can feel it in my bones. A bone. Fido! Give it to me. Oh my god. There's another one up here. Pretty sure there's another one. Then we're gonna have to pick. Well, I know the house that would be good for the fire. Then once we've exhausted, not every part of this area, but I mean, if we're finding discarded food items, food containers, could we assume this has been looted very recently? Then who's gonna leave it on the table there like that as well? You've got to be a right annoying person. Oh, I thought they were gloves, bro. Come on. Teasing me again. I know we're not searching the fridges and the ovens in the buildings, rummaging, but we ain't gonna find gloves in the fridge. We are yellow food, so when we pick up the next episode, we're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to make a decision. The decision's been made for us, really, to start bin dipping and just having to deal with the consequences of the sepsis, at least successfully once. And if we find a syringe, it would just be glorious, because we could dip until our heart's content, because we've got quite a lot of oxacillin, amoxavan, Flemiclav, etc. in vials. There, I'll get the fire. After searching the garages and the car. Man. Imagine playing on a server where gloves are at a premium. I tell you what we do, because we've done this before, we'll search these boxes. Didn't we find gloves before in Chernogorsk? By searching garages like this. Not tonight, not tonight. Oh, rope. Of course. Establish a little temporary base camp in this yellow and green building, sometimes referred to as the Jamaican. Just to say we've rummaged some kitchen utility today. Because you can find like pieces of steak and tiny grabs of food. What I don't want to do is have to get a fire now. And have our bark wet. I really hope that doesn't happen. It is. It's happening. It's because we've got... What? Our hand wraps are dry. Because of course. That's dry. Right, so say we wanted to do that. Is it because... Well, no, you can't help but drop it on the floor. What am I talking about? Run it inside. Damp. Can't do anything about that. Literally nothing I could do. What am I doing again? Right, somebody save me from myself in the comments. Please. Just save me from myself. Wow. I haven't looked at the matches. If the matches are damp, we're in the same predicament. I forgot. I keep forgetting we've got the matches, and I'm trying to do a drill kit on a Siberia mod. Get a grip, Roy. I know you've done fantastic, but you haven't got the level 30 for the ancestral technology. This could all be... Oh my god. Like, what is going on, bro? Well, we can't get a fire. I almost hope my matches are damp. They're not as well. Of course they're not. What we have to do is log off, right? End of the episode. And next time we log in for the next episode of Roy, we've got to hope that it's not raining. And then we can get a fire, get a buff, get some sleep, go back looking for gloves, try to do some bin dipping, some doghouse dipping as we move our way through Dolina towards the PD and the well. It's getting a little bit precarious for Roy, but I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see what happens to Roy in the next episode, make sure you hit the like, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment, laughing at my inability to realize I haven't got the ability to do a hand drill kit on Siberia, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.